Hi, this is Celine at Chops Consulting. Today's video is on how to create an email precedent for sending invoices or possibly for anything else. So the first thing that you are going to do from any matter, you are going to go to Forms and Precedents, and then I've created a folder here under Practice Management called Email Precedents. You can create your own folder, you can save it directly in Practice Management, whatever works best for you. I just like to keep things tidy. I'm going to right click here and I'm going to say New Outlook Precedent. And then you can choose who the recipient is. In this case, I've set a debtor. I have a separate debtor card, but for the purpose of this, you can really choose any recipient you like. And it's going to basically open a new email in Outlook for you to edit. So now that this has popped up, the from is just going to be your email. I actually use Gmail for pretty much everything. So I just connected my personal email and I don't have a signature in here, but your signature should pop up. In this case, I'm just going to paste over my signature from my business email. So there's something there and it looks nice. Then you don't need to set the who or anything, or the to rather, because it's just a precedent, but maybe I will say. And then what you put in here is really going to depend on your workflow and how you send out invoices. For example, a lot of law firms, of course, they will automatically apply any money from trust, and then they'll send out a trust statement. So in this case, you might say your trust statement from and your firm's name. You might have also, you might have multiple precedents. You might have one where there is an invoice with an outstanding balance. It's completely up to you how you set this. In this case, I'm going to take advantage of the merge fields to customize this email. So I'm going to say dear, and then if you click on the right, or if your leap bar is here, depending where it's customized, go to your leap bar, you can insert fields. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one that's full name. So in this case, my client's full name is, actually, I'm going to toggle fields, yeah. So, shouldn't be accountant. It should be card. See, this is why you test things. Dear full name, you can choose first name or however you want to have this. In this case, it's Dear Fake Test Client, because that's my client's name. I'm going to put the matter reline. I don't want to scroll, so I'm just going to search up here. An invoice outstanding for, and then what the reline is. In this case, I never put in my other side, so it doesn't have the other side's name, because this is also a fake matter. But yours will be more complete. And then basically, whatever type of body, right? This is not the most imaginative email I've ever typed, but it's just as an example. And obviously, instead of square brackets, you put your email address for e-transfer as your address. And then if you accept credit card payments, right now Leap is a beta program to integrate it, but if you accept credit payments some other way or you want them to call in, you might type something like, to pay credit card, please call our office at, and then, the phone number, right? I know some law firms, we've helped them set up a payment portal on their website, so it really depends on how you want to pay or take payments. Then you can say something like, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. again, not like the fanciest email I've ever written, but it's going to attach their invoice and everything else kind of looks good. So from here, I'm going to just save and close. And I'm going to call this invoice outstanding email. Good enough. And now you can see here, I have created an Outlook precedent called invoice outstanding email. If I were to go to under accounting, invoice mailing, I want to send an invoice. I have a lot of invoices here. Most of them are to fake emails that I don't want to send an email to, because probably maybe somebody out there's email is sandy@gmailfake.com, who knows, or Bob@bigdeveloper, and I don't want to bother them. So I'm just going to do a test one here to one that's myself, my personal email, and maybe I'll just, or my business email, and I'll send one to my personal email, just so we can, see what a couple of different ones look like. You can also say, if you want to make a status, so if you have these all as like draft approved and you want to mark them as final printed sent as you send them, or this is to set, to view different ones, and then if you want to set the status to final printed as you send them, you can do that if they were at, draft approved. You can also see, if you just want to see your approved ones that are ready to be emailed, you kind of have that option here. Then you can select your email precedent. So in this case, I'm going to go to my email precedents folder. I'm going to select this one, and then you can pretty much ignore these filters, or if you need to filter it, you can. Invoices selected for email is 2. I'm going to hit email print. Now you can see it's sending the emails. I just paused it while it's sending, but now you can see email completed successfully, so that is good. And then I'm just going to pull up what the email looks like here, and it shows exactly what you'd think. Dear fake trust client, you have an invoice outstanding, and then it's, again, not filled, but you get the idea, and then you have the attached email. And just because this one happened to be fake test client for the matter we are already talking about, just coincidentally, I also wanted to show you what it looks like for another, for the other one that was sent. It automatically pulled in the name, and then it pulled in the reline, and then this part is also the same, and the invoice attached is going to be, again, their invoice with their information. And that's how you do it.